Thanks for being here, everybody. A great little update. We've got some good news on our fire right now. We have been able to lift all the evacuation orders throughout this area where the fire was. So excellent work by our Unified Command. The Unified Command comprises of everyone from Washington Terrace City Fire, the Department of Natural Resources with the state, and Hill Air Force Base. So together they were able to put together an attack on this, including some aerial help with the helicopter and dropping water on the fire. The houses along the southern edge of this fire environment were all protected. There was a slight amount of damage, well, there was a pretty good amount of damage to a travel trailer, but there was also the house right next to the travel trailer that got a little bit of damage on the roof line. But short of that, there was almost no damage. We had two different people that were burned. One of our sheriff officers with Weber Sheriff Department. He was treated and released and was able to go back to work. We have another civilian that was burned, but we don't have update information on them. That's unfortunate, and our hearts go out to them. We had people here from Box Elder County, Weber County, Davis County, Division of Natural Resources, North Dakota Fire Response Team was actually staged in our area for such an event. So they were on scene with us, and Hill Air Force Base. Also, Morgan, the Mountain Green, I believe it was, came out and they helped us out as well. So things are going really well. The last I heard we're about, and it's interesting, you can see no smoke, but you're still 10% contained. But we're only 10% contained, but everyone has been allowed to come back into their homes. So excellent, we have to throw out the great appreciation to our community, to the residents around who were so cooperative with the evacuation, to those who came out and helped us conduct the evacuation from our Sheriff's Department, who had their resources here. We had South Ogden, Uinta, we had Weber Fire District, Riverdale, everyone came, they supported us really, really well. Can't go through and mention all of their names because everyone came and responded. This was a pretty significant fire. It only took minutes for the fire to go from the bottom edge of the fire zone right up to the border of the houses. It was significant. So thanks for their support and you guys coming out and sharing the word. How can we be helpful with any questions from you?
With the decision to lift evacuations, what are community members being told going back into their homes? It still continues to be a bit windy out here, for instance.
Good question. The firefighters evaluate at the Unified Command the conditions, wind, and all that could transpire and where the fire is. Again, it is in behind the burn line now, so they've determined that it's safe to let the people back into their homes. So they can come back in, their homes will most likely smell a little smoky, but hopefully no to little damage.
Do you have updated acreage or will that be Carl?
Yeah, updated acreage has been downgraded to about 45 acres.
Say that one more time.
45 acres.
Any update on cause or where the investigation stands?
They're looking at the investigation, looking on the south end of the fire line. They've got the state and others doing the evaluation, and right now it would be premature for us to speculate what that is.
Do you expect to have teams on this fire the rest of the night?
They'll be here late into the night, if not all night. I don't know the protocol for the late night attack. I know they are getting some pizza, so they are going to be here for a little bit. That's important to know.
Mayor, anything you want to say to your community here today about the response and everyone evacuating?
Oh, I'll tell you, I was forced to evacuate, and I'll tell you that's an eerie feeling. But I just encourage everybody, no matter where you are, if you are encouraged to evacuate, please evacuate. Around my house, it was like a circus of onlookers that were driving here and there and congesting all of our roads around it. So, you know, like I say, if you are ever asked to evacuate, please listen to the authorities and do that. I just got back in my home, thank goodness, and everything's cool there, so we're happy.
Do we have a rough guesstimate on the amount of people that were included in the initial evacuations?
Yes, 250 homes in the evacuation order that we put out through our city alert system. We use Yopify. I know that the county also sent out orders that were different from ours, so I don't know the numbers from the county, but I know that ours that we were able to map for our residents specifically, we were able to do 250 contacts.
Any complications, people flying drones, people congesting the streets that you want to kind of inform people next time, if hopefully not, this does happen in the future, how to not have those issues in the future?
You know, we were really fortunate that we did not have a drone incident. That was terrific. The only area that I would say that we had a little bit of challenge is when there's smoke, so many people have a tendency to drive towards the smoke. They want to see what's going on. They're really curious. And we don't blame them for that, but we need to keep people out of areas like that, because once you fill those hoses with water, you cannot go over them. You cannot drive on those hoses, and you should not drive on them even when they're flat. But keeping people out of the area was important. The officers and all those who were working with us did a great job moving the people out of there respectfully, kindly, and clearly. It's time to move on. So we were able to do that. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Thank you both.
Thanks, everyone.
Cut.
There we go.